some legacy brands also go for rebranding. How does visual identity for a brand legacy affect perception?
Yes, legacy brands do go for their rebranding, and this is something, a case study which I really like. I'll use this to help you understand that what happens, as we just spoke about, in what cases rebranding is required and what are the scenarios. The interesting part is, as we maintain that, when you are doing a crisis management and you have to change the perception, similarly, a brand that practically put India to packaged drinking water or mineral water, which, our entire childhood we have used drinking, and till date that's the first preference of the consumer in the packaged water, is Bisleri. A brand that started out in 1969 and did amazing across the country, which needs no introduction practically. However, around 2004-2005, they had a pesticide controversy, which led to a 15% fall in the market. And at the same time, you will see a lot of other big companies, giant players like Coke was launching its Kinley, Pepsi was launching Aquafina. A lot of local players were rising. Competition was growing fiercely, and they stumbled another 13% of their market share due to this. That is when they decided to go for a complete rebrand, which was previously blue to a aqua green kind of a color, which currently, as we know, completely belongs to the Bisleri, was done in 2006. And this rebranding is not about sales or shift or any other thing, but to stand out in a cluttered market where every other label was blue in color. Just imagine and think for a second that every other packaged drinking water, in most cases, I'm not talking about the new ones, about the ones that are coming in yellow, red or other things, but at that time, almost all the packaging waters were somehow labeled blue. And just to break the monotony and look different on the stand, on the shelf, everywhere, Bisleri took this route of using a green. So much so that in today's date, even if there is a counterfeit of Bisleri, where people at times use Bisleri or other counterfeits, our mind is so much hardwired that we at times avoid spelling and consume the counterfeit product, is because we recognize this green is equal to Bisleri. And the classic support to this brand happened in 2024, where another company by the name of Aquapeya, they launched packaged drinking water with a similar color. But our honorable courts and justice were able to establish that this color at large has been, connected to Bisleri, and therefore it can lead to confusion, and court ruled in the favor of Bisleri, telling Aquapeya to discontinue their use of green color immediately. What we don't realize is that in India, unfortunately, we cannot patent colors, but if we go globally, we see that a lot of brands have a lot of colors as patent. Like Ferrari has its own red patent, nobody else can use that red. Or Indian company have a very unique type of a color patented in their own name, which nobody else can use. But definitely Bisleri gave us one of the examples where one single color can relate to one product in its entire category. Can make a space in the mind